need to be appropriate for an educational environment. Please let the players play, coaches coach, officials officiate, and spectators be positive. At this time, we would like to introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Bluejays. On offense tonight for Seward, number 3, Joseph Krause. Number 5, Brett Meyer. Number 6, Carson Core. Number 7, Ben Myers. Number 9, Davon Brees. Number 10, Reese Foreman. Number 50, Dalton Abbott. Number 55, Colton Hill. Number 56, PJ Shaven. Number 64, Trevor Reeves. And number 72, Tyler Lentz. The Blue Jays are coached by Jamie Opfer, Wade Miller, Casey Mackey, Jeff Haas, Nate Knott, Vance Winter, Joe Troster, Cameron Hill, and Pat Shaven. And now your starting lineup on defense tonight for the Badgers. Number 8, Jake Dolinsky. Number 9, Ashton Schmatter. Number 10, Jace Miller. Number 12, Cooper Prososki. Number 21, Grady Corrigan. Number 27, Jacob Raby. Number 31, Benton Cornett. Number 44, J.J. Rishling. Number 54, Caleb Rudman. Number 65, Kyler Essig. And number 69, Buzz Luter. The Badgers are coached by assistants Ryan Richling, Brandon Mimick, Chris Grinballs, Nick Lau, Josh Westgard, Brad Henderson, and head coach Greg Bowen. School Band under the direction of Mr. Chaz Banda. Tonight's game officials are referee Todd Moon, umpire Jeff Morrell, linesman Joe Schoenfeld, line judge Derek Westring, and back judge Phil Turner. Good luck to both teams.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bennington homecoming football game. Today, the Badgers welcome the Seward Bluejays. It's a top 10 battle. Bennington's rated number 8 by the World Herald, and Seward's rated number 5. My name's Craig Picorni. I'm joined by my father, Alan Picorni.
We did one last year, so do it again this year. All right, Seward kicked off through the end zone, so we're going to start at the 20-yard line.
Kickoff by number 16, Kate Glenn, going into the end zone for a touchback. Bennington will
We got number 4, Nick Bowen, in a quarterback, the starting quarterback for the Badgers. Pass to Colton Smith. Close to the first down there.
Bowen to number 7, Colton
Just
Smith.
short, looks like about a half yard short.
Smith, first hit by number 7, Ben Myers. A gain of 9 on the play, second down Badgers.
There's loss of about a half a yard or so. So now we got 3rd and 1.
Number 12,
Persofsky on the carry.
brought down by number 73, Wyatt Warner. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 1.
Trying to go up the middle with Cooper again, but Seward held to no gain. Looks like the Badgers are going to punt. About 4th and 1.
First hit by number 12, Gardner.
Started off real good with a
Once again, no
good
gain
game,
on the
but
play.
his last 2
4th down
runs
and
up the
1
middle
for the
just
Badgers.
couldn't get it done.
We got Benton Cornett back to punt.
The low punt, so it'd be returnable. A couple missed tackles there.
Looks like Colton Smith
Kickoff is returned by number 6.
brought down Carson Core there. About the Bennington 37, 38 there.
To the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Colton Smith. First and 10 Blue Jays at the Bennington 38.
Bennington's got to be ready for the pass today because from what I hear, they have a real good quarterback. Got a lot of yards this year so far. All right, short gain up the middle there.
It's Davon Breeze for Seward.
Ball handed off to number 9, Breeze.
Several Badgers on the
First hit
stop
by
there.
Number 69, Luter for the Badgers.
Looks like we're 2nd and 6 and a half.
Second down and 7.
Going up the middle again with Breeze. Bounced outside.
Of course, when I say they're going to be ready for the pass, they're going to run up the middle a couple times.
Breeze once again the ball carrier. Tackle made by 65, Essing.
Didn't have a lot of time to study up on him. You called me at work and had watched the weight room this afternoon, so I never had a chance to study up in Seward, but just a little that I read, that's all I know about them right now. Know they're a quality team and got a good quarterback, some good receivers.
There's the pass you're talking about.
Oh, almost at a stop there. Almost stopped him short. Just couldn't quite get it done.
Complete from Krause to number 10, Foreman.
Yeah, Foreman was open out there in the flat. Was able to pick up the first down.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. First and 10 Blue Jays.
And they're going up the middle again with Breeze.
That time there was a hole there. The last couple times they stopped him, but
Ball handed off to
there was a
the
big
tailback,
hole that
Breeze.
time.
Brought down by
Pick up
Corrigan
about 7,
for a
so
gain of 7. Second down for Seward.
Seward's got trips to the left. They're going to go up the middle again with Breeze.
really attacking that middle right now. Badgers have been able to hold them
Once again on the carry.
3 of those runs up the middle, but so it brings up 3rd down and about 2.
Checked up, first hit by Grundman.
Yeah. Sneak up the middle by Kraus.
Real close to 1st down.
Looks like they're stopping. They may.
It looks like they probably have. Yep, they have 1st down.
On the sneak. A gain of 3 and enough for a first and 10 for Seward. First and 10 Blue Jays at the Bennington 12-yard line.
Oh, he had a chance at an interception there. He couldn't quite get it done, but receiver stepped in front of him, though, kind of
To Meyer.
tipped it away.
Broken up. That was number 10, Miller, on the coverage for the Badgers.
The offsides and the Badgers moving 5 yards closer.
And they almost got caught with it earlier in the drive.
5-yard penalty against Bennington. Offsides. Second down and 5.
Oh, run up the middle for a touchdown for Seward.
Touchdown, Bluejays.
It's Davon Breeze with the touchdown.
Number 9, Davon Breeze, on a 5-yard touchdown run. Excuse me, 8-yard touchdown run.
Kick from Caden Gland is good. Puts the Seward Blue Jays up 7-0.
It's good.
About halfway, not quite halfway through the first quarter.
The extra point for the Blue Jays. Once again, fans, the Bennington High School dance team is doing a split the pot tonight. Winning tickets will be announced at the end of the third quarter.
Today's a warm night, but good thing the sun's going down and get some shade over here. Maybe it'll help out some. They kick off again this into the end zone for a touchback. Kicker's got a good leg there for Seward.
Yep.
So that'll come out to the 20. Start again at the 20, and hopefully this time we get some going.
Yeah, the schedule for the Badgers has been tough to start the season off. Started off with Omaha Skutt, who's rated number 1 in the state now. Then had to go to Waverly, who's rated 6. And last week, they beat Norris, who's rated number 9. So all top 10 teams there.
Big run for Nick Bowen. So about 21 yards he picked up. Both teams are going no huddle all the way, so this might be a fast game, a lot of scoring. We'll see. Good gain there, about 12 yards. It's Colton Smith on the reception.
Brought down by Foreman and Seghorn. Gain of 11 and another 1st and 10 for Bennington.
The pass for just a short gain there.
Pass complete.
And Bowen threw it a little high there, but O'Connor was able to grab a hold of it and make it up. It was a little high, a little behind him. Risky being behind him and high. Little option. It looked like a forward pass.
That looked like it was forward to me.
I think they're going to give it to Seward, though, as a turnover. And there's no review here in high school, so unfortunately for Bennington.
Since it was behind the line, it was hard for the official down the line to see the right angle and Didn't have an official and at a good angle, but we had a good one up here. It looked like that. Should have been a forward pass, but.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 6:56 remaining in the first.
You need to get some review. Maybe they can come up here and look at your video here. Why don't you buzz down there to the officials?
Yeah, we got to talk to the NSAA about that. Probably actually the NFHS.
What they don't know don't hurt them.
Brought down by a group of Badgers after
Badgers were driving there. It's unfortunate.
second down.
Now Seward's got the ball back.
Yeah, they're moving it pretty good. We really needed to get a score to get things rolling because I have a feeling Seward's going to be scoring a lot of points, so we need to keep up with them.
Seward tries to go up the middle there again with Gabe nicely. Badgers able to stuff it.
So it's 3rd and 5 now. If we can get a stop here, get the ball back and get that offense going.
So he's got trip to the right, one to the left. They've been operating out of this formation much the evening already. And it looks like they might have been trying to set up a screen.
That's what it looked like too to me, but I don't see anybody receiver back there.
And it looked like he must have got caught in traffic there.
It's 4th and about 3, so see what they're going to do. Are they going to go for it or are they going to punt it?
Looks like Seward's going to go for it. They're on the Badger 36, so they're
kind of a tough spot. I mean, it's too far for a field goal attempt. The kicker's got a good leg based off the kickoffs. Any punt, you might not going to gain too much, so not a surprise they're going for it here.
And they get a hard count and get the Badgers again.
Yeah, that's not a surprise that's. Yeah, I was just going to say that before they threw the flag. That watch for the hard count because they've been able to. Bennington's been jumping a lot. It's the second time they've jumped off sides.
5-yard penalty brings the ball down to the 31-yard line.
This time it was Raby coming up from the linebacker spot, getting a little antsy.
About a 10-yard passer, looks like. Be real close to the first down.
It's Reese Foreman catching that.
They're going to give it to him first down.
Foreman's been calling for the ball a couple times already, pre-snap.
1st and 10, Seward at the Bennington 21-yard line.
No pump fake for the short pass, looking for the long ball, but nothing downfield. And Kraus takes it up the middle.
Looks like Bennington's been getting some pressure on the passer.
Out of the pocket.
And really, as many as coming through like that one time we thought it was a screen. I mean, it's getting a lot of guys in the backfield, so if we can do that, keep some pressure on them, keep them from being able to pass. Maybe get some sacks and some turnovers out of it. Almost jumped again.
Hard count again. Why not when you're less than 5 from the first down? Going option.
Up to the right. Real close, down to about the 2-yard line, looks like.
Nicely was able to break a couple tackles there. One that would have been short of the first down. Now he's got a 1st and goal.
They're running, hurry up there.
Going under center for, I think, the 2nd time tonight. Quarterback sneak up the middle. And they've got the touchdown.
So that turnover really hurt there. We're moving the ball, and they get it, and they take it right down the field and score. It's too bad because really wasn't, shouldn't have been a turnover, but we're going to have to get it back here.
Especially at the high school level, anytime you put that ball on the ground, you risk a turnover, especially behind the line of scrimmage. It's like you said, they don't quite always have the perfect angle. The kick is up and good again.
There's 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first quarter. It's now 14-0 favor the Blue Jays.
Seward extending their lead 14-0 with 3:38 remaining in the first.
So we're back to kicking off again. We've already done this 3 times
If
now.
you're interested in helping out with the Bennington Booster Club, they would love to get you involved.
The Seward kicker's got a pretty good leg. He's kicked it in the end zone at least twice now.
5:30 at the high school library. All the information is available at their website, BenningtonBoosterClub.com.
Really, there's no wind behind him, so I can't say wind's pushing him. It's more going across the field rather than behind anybody.
It seems that Glant's a pure kicker. He's listed on their depth chart as just a kicker, no other positions. So I'd expect him to consistently be having good kicks. Another one back in the end zone for a touchback.
So we come back out to the 20 again. Now hopefully we get this going.
Touchback on the kickoff. And once again, Bennington will start their offense at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Little hole there for Bowen. Pickup of about 8, it looks like. Or I guess 6-yard pickup.
Ball snapped by the quarterback, Bowen. Scrambling up for 7 yards. Tackled by number 34, Franklin.
So
Pass complete.
past Colton Smith for a first down.
Bowen to number 7, Smith. First hit by number 4, Saghorn.
Badgers moving the ball well this drive again.
Gain of 5 and a 1st and 10 for the Badgers at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, you want to get a score of this drive here, so you keep this score close. You don't want to start getting behind on a team like Seward, and then it starts getting tough to come back on.
On end around with Jace Miller, but got about half a yard.
Ball's handed off to number 10, Jace Miller. Tackle made by Stroke.
Bennington going screen this time.
Screen, but
Cooper was tripped up on the play, and
it was there, but yeah, he fell down and
From Bowen to number 12, Persowski.
couldn't quite get to it. Could have got it. Could have had some yards there.
Bringing up 3rd down and 9 for the Badgers.
So we got 3rd and 9. We're going to need to pick this one up. Otherwise, we might be giving Seward some good field position.
Bowen's under pressure here.
Avoided the
Scrambling.
section.
And he decides to throw one out there, and
Oh, he underthrew his receiver out there. Looked like Carson was open, that if he could have got a little higher, but it's kind of tough to throw on the run like that.
Pass again, really incomplete. 4th down and 9 for Bennington.
So it brings out Benton Cornett to punt again. Last time was a little bit of a low punt. See if Benton gets some air underneath this time. There's a There's a good punt, nice punt.
Takes a Seward bounce, though. Miller's able to down it at 44.
Got some height this time, a little short, about a 30-yard punt, but it bounced back a few yards, so probably about net at 25-yard punt there. Seward's got some decent field position, so our defense is going to need to step it up here and get a stop so we can get the ball back and see if we can get a score before this thing gets out of hand.
Nice
For a
pass.
big pass. Looks like he's going to go all the way for a score for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seward.
That's where Seward's dangerous.
Touchdown pass.
All those runs up the middle are setting up the long pass. You got a good quarterback with it's accurate like that. It's tough to stop a guy on the run in that fly pattern.
Yeah, he had good protection that time. Badgers weren't able to get through and get a lot of pressure.
They have been getting pressure before, so he couldn't wait in the pass that long, and he needed to have short passes. But that time they had good pressure. Kick is good. Minute 39 left in the first quarter. 21-0 favor the Seward Bluejays. Yeah, this is familiar. Fourth time in the first quarter.
Yeah, Caden Glantz getting a nice workout. Start the game. Hopefully the Badgers can tighten up and have him sit on the sideline the rest of the way.
Now the Badgers show like there's had some opportunities to score early on. They're moving the ball and then lost it on a questionable call, and kick goes in the end zone again and come out to 20. And it started moving it that last series too a little bit, but got bogged down there and
Kickoff by Caden Glant.
just need to be consistent.
First and 10, Bennington at their own 20-yard line.
It's kind of a new offense this year, looks like, from the past. So I'm sure there's still a little bit of a learning curve too from the Badgers. We got Colton Smith around the end for about a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5.
Brought down by Stroop after a gain of 6. Second down.
Pass to Smith again and for a first down.
To Smith.
Gave him forward progress.
Advancing the ball near the 31-yard line. First and 10, Bennington.
Pass out to Smith for looks like about a 9-yard gain.
To Colton Smith, complete.
Starting to move the ball again. keep it going here. Still plenty of time in the game. If we can get a score here, get a stop, and we're right back in it again. So a lot of time still. There's 28 seconds left in the first quarter.
Probably last play of the first quarter here.
Oh, there we go, offsides. There we got one on them now. That'll give us a first down.
Offsides against the Bluejays. 5-yard penalty gives Bennington another 1st and 10 at their own 45.
Time it's Cooper Prasowski up the middle.
For about looks like a 1 yard gain there. That should be it that'll be it for this quarter.
Flip the field just a little bit here.
Don't have to go very far. It's right at about the 46-yard line. So be some fireworks after the game here because of homecoming. So need to be out there listening. If you're in the area, just you can still enjoy the fireworks. Come on down after the game, or some of these houses out here. Back here, you guys probably sit on your deck and watch it.
And they'll have a nice spot. You can kind of see the fireworks already set up out in the soccer fields there.
Hopefully we get some fireworks here on the field with our offense and get that going.
Maybe taking a cue out of the freshman book. Yesterday, the Bennington freshman went out to Elkhorn, fell behind early, but then stormed back in the second half and picked up a big win over Elkhorn.
Yeah, talking about that freshman here, we're going to start the second quarter here. We'll talk a little bit more about some of the younger classes here coming up. The Bowens back to pass to Jake Dolansky here, out of bounds. About 6-yard gain, looks like.
I think that's Delansky's first catch of the game.
We got about 3rd and 4 now. Pass will be short by about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, depends where they're spotting it.
Pass complete once again. That was number 6, Carson Gansbaum.
Looks like Coach Greg Bowen's going to go for it. About 4th and 2.
Well, you might as well. You need to get something going here. If you don't get it, although you'll give them a short field, but it's been tough to stop them anyways. We got to get something going. Run. There it is, first down. It looks like he's going to almost broke that one.
Yeah, Keegan O'Connor just came in off the sideline, fresh legs, able to break through the hole and get a nice 20-yard run.
Right up the middle.
O'Connor breaking out of the backfield, bringing the ball to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
That was a big run. About a 15-yard run or so on short yardage. There he goes again. It's for about 5 yards, looks like there.
O'Connor once again the ball carrier.
Oh, the camera's kind of can't get it to stay. There we go.
O'Connor once again the ball carrier. Brought down by Hill. 3rd down and 3 for Bennington.
Got 3rd down and 3. Got 2 downs to pick this up if we don't get it the first time.
Back to O'Connor there, and looks like he picked up. Looks like they're going to give him
maybe a yard.
1 or 2 yards there.
So we got 4th and 2 now. See if we can pick this up again. And this time, obviously, you want to go for it.
Nice short pass there to Colton Smith.
Give it to him? Yep, they're going to give it to him. Hard to tell from up here.
Looked good from here. Official on the backside is the one that called it.
Where's the replay? I'd like to see that again. A nice catch there. Going low to get the catch. Maybe if you guys donate more to the Booster Club, we can get a video replay board up here. Wouldn't that be nice? Need just a few more donors.
Just a few more.
There's an offsides now by Seward. That's a easy 5 yards there. Getting closer to scoring now.
First down and 5 for Bennington.
There he is, nice pass.
It's Grady Corrigan getting the touchdown for the Badgers. Puts them on the board.
That's a nice pass there to score, something that Bennington really needed to get back in this game. And now we're only down 2 scores, so we can keep in the game. If we can get a stop now on this next series, be right back in it.
And the PAT by Gansbaum is good.
We got 9 minutes and 2 left in the second quarter. Score is 21 Seward, 7 for the Badgers. Must be something about that end zone. We're doing all the scoring in that end zone. So we got to get all our scores in now before halftime. All right, the Badgers get their chance to kick off now. Carson Gansbaum to kick off here. There we go. He's got a nice kick. That one will go into the end zone.
Kickoff by Gansbaum.
That'll bring Seward out to the 20-yard line on the touchback. Looks like we've got a couple of good kickers kicking them deep.
Will take over at their own 20-yard line.
The worst field position so far for Seward, so gives Bennington an opportunity to get a stop here, get the ball back and get another score maybe before halftime. Pass for about 5 yards, looks like.
Second down and 7.
So we're going twins both sides. 2 split out both sides.
Quarterback's going to keep it. You can get a first down and plus some more.
And Kraus had a big opening there. His line was able to spread the rush.
The Badgers are getting some pressure, but they got to stay in their lane so that doesn't have a place to run.
First and 10 Bluejays.
Up the middle now with Nicely. Picked up about 4 yards there.
Ball handed off to Nicely. Tackle made by Rady after a gain of 3. Second down.
About second down and 7 yards to go now.
Pitch out there to Nicely again, and he's got a first
Big
down
run.
and some more.
Looked like the Badgers had a chance to tackle for a short gain or no gain back there, but he made a nice little cut right up the middle and took off. Had a little opening there.
46-yard line of Bennington. First and 10 Bluejays.
Going to need to slow these guys down here. There you go, nice stop right there for about maybe a yard gain.
Into the line of scrimmage by Cornett.
There's Benton with the tackle.
Second down and 9.
I wasn't at that Norris game, but I heard Benton had a lot of tackles, and that's the first time I think we called his name today. There it is, Benton got some pressure on it, but the quarterback's getting away for a big gain.
And brought down there by Zach Utek.
By about a 20-yard gain. It looked like Benton had a chance there in the backfield, but quarterback cut up on him as soon as Benton got in there. Zach Utek getting a tackle there. A couple wrestlers getting after it out there. Just need to stop them a little shorter than that.
Pitch out to Nicely again. Looks like he's going to get another first down. Down to the Badger 14. Oh, they're call him just short at the 15. That's second about 6 inches.
Nicely seems to be a pretty good running back there. Get some nice cuts, and looks like he's about ready to get him, catch him, and get a tackle maybe, and then he cuts up on you. And did that again that time, even in traffic. Picked up some extra yards, almost about 9.5 yards there. Throw across the middle down to about the 4-yard line, looks like.
Be first and goal for the Bluejays.
Carson Core. That guy's a wrestler too for Seward. Dad's one of the coaches at Seward High School.
First and goal at the Bennington.
See a lot of wrestlers successful in football. Harrison Phillips recently in the NFL talks a lot about how wrestling helps their football. And there Seward takes it in for a score.
Touchdown Seward. That was number 38, Zach.
That was just a little too easy. You need to
On the 5-yard touchdown.
get more guys chasing them down because they're making cuts. We're getting guys in position, but guys are making cuts on us, and then they're breaking possible short gains into longer gains. There's a couple times that drive I thought we would catch them for a short gain or loss, and they bust decent run on us. And extra point's good again. Scores 28-7. Got 5 minutes and 14 left in the second quarter here. Well, I guess it wasn't that end zone. It's at both end zones they'll score now.
Coronation of the homecoming king and queen, along with a fireworks show.
Okay, Bennington's going to need to get a drive here going. Try getting at least one more score before the half. Cut it to just a 2-score game going into the second half. Maybe we can make some adjustments and second half stop them and catch up. Been moving the ball good at times, a little inconsistent, but very nice drive this last drive. So maybe getting those consistency down, or just need a defense. Looks like we're in position at times to get a tackle. We need more guys around there because those guys are athletic and making some cuts on us and making it tough to tackle them one-on-one. So we need several guys to gang tackle these guys. This time not. Kick was a little bit short, down about the 2-yard line. Opportunity to return the ball. Got a little bit of room here. All right, decent run up to about the 32-yard line. Nice return there.
Nice return by Jace Miller there. His first chance of the evening to make any sort of return. He's kicked about the 2-yard line there and was able to get a nice 30-yard return.
Miller returning the ball to the Bennington 32-yard line. First and 10 Badgers.
Now we need about a 5-minute drive here. I don't know if you want to score quick because Seward seems to be able to score fast himself. So we need to take as much time as we can off the clock but still get a score. Incomplete pass.
Almost caught Carson Gansbaum on the run there.
Been close to a first down if he'd been able to get to it. Bennington's lined up similar to what Seward does this game. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. There the Seward gets a sack. Offenses look similar to start with, where at least the way they line up. Both are running hurry-up offenses. Yep. Loss of about 8 yards there. Can bring up 3rd and 18, so need to get some big yards here. There's way too much time left on the clock for Seward. You don't want to give them the ball back, especially where we're at right now. Would be decent field position for them.
Bennington's offensive line is going to have to hold for a little longer here so get a long enough pass. So they
there
bring
we go,
extra pressure and
that'll be a first down.
Just enough time for Bowen to get the pass off. Seward just brought their front 4. Bowen able to get it off just in time.
It's like they were moving the line back, but the line held enough to get the pass off and get the first down. Really needed that because we didn't want to give them the ball with 4 minutes left. Right now we're down to about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And there's procedure there on Bennington.
Illegal procedure against Bennington.
So it's going to be 1st and 15.
Penalty bringing the ball back to the 40-yard line. Still first down.
1st and 15, so we got plenty of time to pick up the yards. No, don't need to get it all at once, but we do want to keep moving. We 39 left. We got enough time to get down and score. So there's not a big rush right now, but we do need to. That was passes off a little bit there.
A little risky going down the middle with the receiver not really breaking loose.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. We don't need to rush it here, but you know, if they see something that's open, I guess you got to go for it. But now we got 3 to the left here. 3 wide. Receivers, looks like a screen pass. Got tipped there. They're going to call it a catch and down. They can call it a catch there, so they lost about 2 yards on that play. Actually, it would have been better just to let it drop.
It's the second time back out of the backfield's been tripped up.
Yeah, that looked like that was a tip to me. I think he tipped it and it was short. One of the defenders got a tip on that.
Gotcha.
So he had to kind of dive a little bit, but probably should have let it go. But you know, as a competitor, you're always going for those things. There we go. Bowen's got a little bit of room. Oh, looks like he slipped down.
Going to bring up 4th and 12, and Badgers going to punt it away and hope to hold on defense. There's about 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Been nice to take off at least another minute or so to make it difficult for them to score. So the Badgers are going to have to hold here. Hopefully get a good punt out of Benton. Benton's been punting for the last couple of years. Oh, we got a little short hop there, but good recovery. Nice. Got good distance, but it was a little low because he had to rush it.
Keegan O'Connor.
But nice, decent coverage on Bennington's part to not to give up very many yards there.
O'Connor let him slip out of his grasp a little bit there, but was able to recover and get the tackle a few yards later. Just under 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Minute 59.
Seward's got lots of time there.
Bennington's got a nice rush there.
That's Buzz Luterin.
Nope,
Excuse me. Tyler Essing.
So I didn't think that was Buzz, but
It didn't look like it, but
looked a little shorter than Buzz.
yeah, his numbers were scrunched up there.
Yeah.
Thought maybe Buzz lost a few inches.
We really needed that. Now it's second down at about 20 here. There's some more pressure.
He's able to scramble out of it again and heaves it
Long
downfield.
pass.
And
they're going to call it. Looks like they're going to call a reception right there.
wow, it looked like his foot was out of bounds. Yes,
there,
that's
now
what
it's incomplete. There we go.
Now it's Brett Meyer who broke free, got behind the defense.
We're going to have to go to replay if they're going to call that one. That was real hard to see from up here even. But obviously, those officials got a better view on the field.
I think it was clear that he had 1 foot out of bounds.
Officials had a little quick discussion just to make sure they got it right. So now we got 3rd and 20. Been getting pressure on the quarterback, so get one more stop here and give us the ball back, and who knows what can happen. We have enough time to move it down the field pretty quick here.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts for the half. More pressure again.
A lot of pressure again. There goes Benton. Let's get him. Benton Cornett pushes the quarterback out of bounds.
Seward not too happy. They thought he was already out at the time. The official said he was still in play.
There was no whistle.
And I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike on.
I'd say Seward there.
Yeah, it was way too late to be a late hit flag.
You know,
There'd be a lot of thinking.
I don't know what they're thinking over there. Guy cuts up field on Benton, and then it's a long run, so he's got to push him out of bounds. And you know, there was no whistle.
Yep, unsportsmanlike on Seward. That's
15
yarder. Clearly, Seward fans not too happy. Probably more unhappy that they didn't get a late hit call, but that, as a coaches and players, you got to keep your cool when you don't get the call you want. We thought it looked good up here, but we're a little homer.
I don't know. I mean, there was no whistle. That's the thing.
Right.
You didn't hear any whistle, so they couldn't have been out of bounds. And you know, it's hard. It was on the opposite side of the field, so it's hard to see from here whether he was out of bounds and he pushed or not. But you know, he certainly pushed him to get the out of bounds and stop the runner, and you know, the push was before the whistle, so I would have got to say that it was still in bounds.
Officials still discussing something here, or if they're trying to get who the unsportsmanlike was on. Oh, we got another one, or is just reiterating the call? Looks like just reiterating the call.
Fourth down now. So Bennington should have good field position after that. That unsportsmanlike is helpful. Like he says, you got to keep your cool. I mean, things don't always go your way. And there's a short punt. Short punt. Watch out. Stay back. Now, nice bounce for Bennington. And we got a flag here.
Not quite sure what we're going to have here. Seward guys clapping, so.
Usually he's around there. It's either pushing it back or holding. But with ball short like that, that's hard to see what it was. I didn't see anything happen out there.
See what the call is. Officials still talking about it. Just over 52 seconds left in the half.
Right now the ball will be on the
sportsmanlike on Bennington.
Well, ball's on a 39, but we're going to get 15 yards back on us. So I don't know what happened there. Somebody said something or what out there in the field, but like we say, you got to keep your cool out there. You know, that's 15 yards is really important at this point. We had the ball in the 39. Now it's moved back to the 46, so more yards, but still 52 seconds left. Still got time with 3 timeouts. You know, we got some athletes out here that get them in space and get the ball to them that, you know, they can run.
Short pass up the middle there.
There we go.
But Smith able to break loose still.
Just short of the first down.
And we got a flag coming in.
That's complete. The number 7, Smith.
I didn't see what happened there.
I didn't catch exactly, but I saw him flying. They might be looking at targeting here.
Timeout for an injury.
It was a nice pass and run there. And hopefully it doesn't wipe that out.
Yes, it is right now. We're looking at a 9-yard reception on the play. Joseph Sagehorn being helped off the field for the Blue Jays. Officials still discussing it.
Official coming over to discuss it with Coach Bowen. So Coach doesn't look too happy. So yeah, they're marking it off like 15 yards there. A personal foul on Bennington. So that's another one. That's 30 total yards there of penalties in the last about 15 seconds. So that's 30 yards. We could really use those 30 yards. Again, we got to keep our cool, and I don't know what happened there, so I can't comment on that. Probably just aggressive play, and sometimes you play aggressively, those things happen.
Yeah, real aggressive block. I know.
Back in our day, those were just good blocks. Nowadays, you can't do that.
Way back in your day.
Big pass. Oh. Ooh. He had.
Meyer almost had the interception there.
And Corrigan looked like he was open, just the pass was short, and Seward got their hands on it, and almost an interception into one guy's hands and tipped it to the other Seward hand, and they both dropped it. So we still got a chance here. We got 33 seconds left. Got second and about 15. 16 yards maybe there.
Pressure coming again, and this time Bowen decides to cut up field, and he gets just past the line of scrimmage.
1 yard there.
It's not really
going
going
to
to
stop the clock, or are going to let it run? I would say let it run. And take.
Nope. Coach Bowen decides to stop the clock.
Got 2 downs, so a couple shots. I mean, you need the first down. You don't have to get the first down now, but you need some yardage to have a chance at a Hail Mary or something like that. Or again, like I said, we got some good athletes out there in our receivers, and give them the ball in space and let them run, see what happens. Trouble is that line's doing a fair job. They're holding off up the middle, but the pocket keeps moving back, so. Bowen has time for short and intermediate routes maybe, but the long run, he has trouble. So if we get maybe an intermediate one now and get a little closer, or maybe break it. If not, at least we get a little bit closer to the end zone and take our shot then. We got 20 seconds left in the half here.
With 2 timeouts still left, they can still throw it down the middle.
You just don't want to turn it over or anything like that. Just off the mark there. There's a lot of space if he could have caught it.
Ansbaum had space, was wide open, but Bowen was under pressure, not quite able to get it on the mark.
Hard to throw it. He was running to his left and had to turn his body and throw to the right. That's tough to do, and
especially as a right-handed passer.
But I think we're going for it. 14 seconds. If we don't get the first down, hopefully we hold off enough time so they don't have a Hail Mary attempt. There we go, deep one.
Ansbaum open, and he's got it. I think he's got it.
First down.
They're calling him out of bounds. I thought he had that one. Oh, I thought he had it just barely. I wonder if he bobbled it a smidge.
Or he might have took a step out of bounds as he caught it too. I mean, he didn't drag his toes or anything, but it looked nice. If just a little bit more in, that would have been a touchdown. Just about a yard in, and he would have been gone. So I talk about we got some athletic guys. If he got some time, he could throw it. But the problem is now Seward is close enough. They could take a deep throw, and so we're going to need to get some pressure. We've been getting some pressure lately, so and throughout the game. So hopefully get some now here.
A little bit of pressure there from Grundman. Last of the play of the quarter, but
it looks like he scored a touchdown there. That was
Meyer was able to get in front of his defender just in the end zone.
The horn went off while the ball was in the air, and they caught it. Play's not over until the ball hits the ground.
So we got one more untimed down here for the PAT.
That was the only thing I was worried about with going for on fourth down. If we don't get it, you know, their quarterback and their receivers, that they could do the same thing to us. And you know, I always say football's a game of inches. I mean, we were on this side of the field just inches from staying in bounds and maybe even going down the sideline for a touchdown, and instead turning around and Seward's throwing a Hail Mary for a score to go up 35-7 at halftime.
And that's going to end the first half. Score at halftime, Bennington 7, Seward 35.
So we're gonna, Bennington will get the ball coming out at the half and need to get down the field and score right away. It's going to be tough right now. The tough part is slowing Seward down. It's, you know, we've had some pressure, but you know, not consistent and you know, not enough guys gang tackling. They have some athletic skill people that are breaking them on us, and it looks like we have a chance to get a tackle, and they're breaking on us, so just need to get more guys around those runners. All right, so halftime now. Let you guys enjoy the halftime festivities.
Bennington Marching Band will be playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the PHS dance team. This year's captains, Stacy Ferguson and Hannah Coleman.
The truth will set you free. Shout out to that people.
I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Keeping my business. I feel good on limit. I can't live it. It's just that I feel sick. And feel untrue. Mother, we finish. I told you we don't stop. I hit it right again. Last word that you ready. Wake it up to the top end of the big long ride. Tell us how to watch it for the end drive. Tell them we don't down, stop, learn and die. Never have it all on the new side.
Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. You can catch me.
Let's hear it for the girls. Great job. Welcome to the halftime performance of the Bennington High School Marching Band. This evening, the band will present their progress for their 2018 marching show entitled To Boldly Go, which features selections in 3 parts from the Star Trek franchise. The band will participate in the Fremont Marching Invitational on September 22nd, the Bennington Marching Invitational on October 6th, and the LPS Marching Invitational on October 13th. as well as the NSBA State Marching Festival on October 20th. The band is led by drum major Grace Tetchner, with directors Chaz Honda and Allie Palmer.
All right, we're back. We're about a minute away from starting the second half here. Badgers trail Seward 35-7. Seward's offense has been nearly unstoppable that first half. Badgers got one punt out of Seward.
Just got to get more pursuit. We're getting pressure on the quarterback, but he's breaking away for big gain or getting out in the open and finding a receiver down the field. But we're getting pressure on him. Or he's got to move. We just got to get more guys gang tackling and pursuing so that we can get the tackles. 'Cause they're just too athletic for one-on-one tackling. You know, we're very similar too. We got some athletic guys out there. If we can get them in space, you know, we've been moving the ball pretty well at times too, but just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, and especially right at the end of that half, with 2 personal fouls that cost 30 yards and really could be a 14-point difference. I mean, we had been in scoring position, would have scored maybe instead of them. But anyhow, here's where we're at, and we're ready for the kickoff again. Nice deep kick. I think it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Starting out at the 20.
To start the second half, Bennington kicks off, the hands of bounds. Kick goes in the end zone. Seward will begin their offense at the 20-yard line.
Well, now we need to get a stop here, because if they can go down and score, that puts them up 35, and that would be the running clock would start then, and things will move along quick. That makes it tough to come back from, so we need to get a big stop here. So it comes out passing right away. Like they're going to pick up about 6 yards, 6 or 7 yards on that one. Be a 7-yard gain for second down and 3 now. My guess is Seward is coming out on fire wanting to score, because you know, they're thinking the same thing, that if they can score, get that running clock going, that really makes it tough on Bennington to come back. And, they're busting. Oh, it's a big run. Look, could have been a short run, but
it's Breeze again.
Benton Cornett with the tackle there.
A 25-yard run for Breeze.
Again, looked like it might have been a shorter run, but he cut it outside and was able to pick up some more.
For the Bluejays. First and 10 at the Seward 46-yard line.
Uh-oh, that'll be an offsides. That'll be 5 free yards. Even though we got back and didn't touch their guy in high school, all you get to do is cross the line. There's no getting back on your side of the ball, and as soon as you cross that line, it's a penalty. It's an offsides. So you got to be patient. Got to watch that ball.
Thank you.
Pass out to Carson Core. Looks like he's got about 10 yards for the first down. Got the first 4 on the first down.
Or the first 5 on the penalty. Something like that.
Something like that. I'm looking at the wrong sticks.
Maybe it's those guys on the yard markers out there. You got Delancey and Minky and McDonald out there on the yard markers. Talked to them at halftime while getting a drink, and those guys need to get in shape. They're running up and down the field a lot. So.
Well, I know Kevin was at the gym this afternoon.
Yeah,
So he might be already a little bit tired from his workout today.
yeah.
Tackle made by Korsowski.
You know, going to the gym, but maybe we ought to get it. They're all wrestling dads, so maybe we can show them what their sons go through. Some buddy carries up the hill over here on Bennington Lake, and that'll get them in shape. All right, we had a penalty there. I didn't see what it was, but
Penalty on the play.
I get first down and about 17, it looks like. I assume it was holding on the play there. It looks like they're going to pick it up. Plus, Seward is right now getting the ball out to their athletes in space, and that's where they're dangerous. Get them out in space. They got some good athletes. That's the one thing I noticed about them this game.
And it looked like the Badgers weren't lined up very well to defend it. The safety was pretty deep on that trips formation. Bennington definitely outnumbered on that pass.
Need to get a stop here. Don't let them score. So we keep that clock at regular pace and give us a chance to get a comeback here. That's a big run right up the middle. Again, that's real close to the first down. It might be about a half a yard short. Looks like, yep, about a half yard short they are.
Ball handed up to 9. Devon Brees.
Brees up the middle again. He's got the first down and more. Looks like he's going to score.
All right, now if we can just block this extra point attempt or
Touchdown Seward.
keep that clock at bay and give us some kind of chance here. You know, we do have the athletes, and if we can get things going, we can make it interesting. But it's going to be tough. I mean, we got to stop Seward first, and that really hasn't happened yet this game. But
Jace Miller's been in there a few times getting close on these kicks. Maybe he can block this one. It's coming from the outside there. Top of your screen.
Kick is good, so Seward is up 42-7 with 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter. But that 35-point differential means that it's a running clock. That means the clock doesn't stop. You know, I'm not 100% up on all the rules as far as what, like out of bounds or first downs. I believe it doesn't stop, it keeps running. You know, obviously penalties will stop and change possession. It'll stop for sure, but that running clock makes it tough for anybody to make a comeback, so we really need to get going here.
Other action around the state. It looks like the rematch of the state championship game is all tied up at the half, 21-all between the Scott Skyhawks and the York Dukes.
Could be a state championship game later this year too. Both teams are rated very high. I know there's McCook may have something to say about that too, but certainly that's a possibility. There goes another kick this time, a shorter kick. I think we're wearing out the kicker's leg there. He's getting shorter. His last two kicks have been a little bit shorter than the first ones.
Miller got to about the 28 there. Yeah, McCook took York down. So York actually has a loss on the season already.
First and 10, Bennington at their own 28-yard line.
Well, York had a loss early last year too, and then put things together to go on and win a state championship. So You never know, but again, McCook they have a great history too. There's a good run. That's Keeby still moving that. Nice run there. About a 20-yard run almost there.
Bringing the ball to the Bennington 47-yard line.
Cooper had a few nice runs early in the first half.
First and 10 Bennington after a 19-yard run.
Yeah, he's one of those athletes you're going to get it to and get him in space. And he's going to pick up some yardage. It's kind of where our strength is at this year. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Look at a big gain.
Yep.
He may go.
He's able to
break
the one, and he's made it for the touchdown. Badgers answer with a quick strike of their own.
A 53-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Nick Bowen.
Craig, you need some kind of touchdown saying, like Pavelka back in the day. It was touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Make it more exciting. That was a big run for the Badgers there, and nice score. We need a lot more of those to get back in this game. Extra points, good. 42-14, favor of Seward. We got 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Who knows? Maybe this turned into a wild, high-scoring game. I've heard about that one game over in Council Bluffs. It's like 99 to
81.
81, something like that. Man, that had to be wild.
I don't even know how you could score that many points in a high school game. There's not enough time. 48 minutes.
No defense, I guess. And the thing is, they could have scored 100, but they took a knee on their extra point because they didn't want to score 100 points.
Jeez.
So that was quite interesting.
Well, it's close enough that you kind of almost.
It's one of those things where, that's great sportsmanship on their part to do that. But boy, to have triple digits, that sure is tempting. But ultimately, in the end, the goal is to win the game and show good sportsmanship. So they did the right thing there. Here we go, kicking off again. Kickers are getting a lot of work tonight.
Nice kicks
kick
into the end zone again.
In the end zone for a touchback. That was barely in the end zone, so he's getting a little bit tired on the legs too. So those kickers are kicking a lot and their legs are getting tired.
Yeah, it looked like Reese Foreman was hoping to get his feet just inside so he could take off. He wasn't a little frustrated he wasn't able to keep it in play. So Blue Jays are going to start their drive from their 20. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Blue Jays go
a little
up
run
the middle
off
there.
tackle there. A decent run for them.
Nicely, looks like he got 7 or 8.
8-yard run there. At 2nd and 8, we got to. Looks like they're going to probably try to keep it on the ground, I would say, to run that clock down. I mean, they know that we can strike fast, so they're going to try milking the clock, I'll bet you, here on out.
Pitch back out to Nicely again. Looks like a
There's
flag probably.
Probably a holding based on where it's at.
Stops the clock with 7:58 in the third.
Ran out of bounds by Cornett.
There you go, Cornett. With the credit with the tackle or running out of bounds. Holding, there you go.
Against the Blue Jays.
That should take them back 10 yards and still not a first down. Should be 3rd and 5. Or 2nd and 5, that's right. 2nd and 5. A little bit of a break there because they had the first down on that one. It's a big pass, deep, overthrown. That helps it.
Pass attempt from Krause.
Since it's within 35 now, you know, they got the clock stopped. You know, it stops on his incomplete, so there's no more running clock.
Speaking of running, we got a tweet from Luke Bowen out there watching the game. Says he got a little winded just thinking about those buddy carries.
Oh, those are the days. Luke, you always come back, you know, early November, show the guys how it's done.
And it looks like we got, I'm guessing, a procedure penalty. Yep.
Flag on the play, blown dead, illegal procedure.
If you want to reach out to us on Twitter, you can tweet at us at Bennington TV on Twitter.
Penalty brings the ball back to the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
So we got to stop him now, 3rd down and 10 here. If we could get a stop, give us a chance to get the ball back in good field position. Here the Bennington student section getting into the game now.
Long
Big
pass
pass
again.
right down the middle, wide open.
That's
He's gonna
Foreman
look like he's
wide
gonna go.
open.
Well, that's too bad. We had him 3rd and 10, and he is right down the middle, wide open. Their safeties are out wide there on that play, and middle of that field is wide open for him. And that quarterback and their receivers, that's easy pickings.
Yeah, nobody deep. Safeties were up, covering close, and wide open down the middle.
Almost got a block there on that punt, on that point after attempt. Jacob Raby was diving in there and just missed that. That would have kept it within 35. As it is, it's 35, so we'll have that running clock going again. Say, funny, earlier you mentioned about you know, Kevin Delancey getting at the gym there at Anytime Fitness down here in Bennington, the only gym in town. It's have some of these football players. They got summer memberships, and you know, they'll see them working out there during the summer. You know, they go in and lift with the team and get some extra workouts in. And some of those guys, you see that on the field. They hear a lot of their names. You know, Brenton Cornett and heard UTEC call those guys to see them up there at the gym all the time. So. Nice to have that around here so that you know, our athletes can get some extra workout, and the adults. Got to stop in sometime, check it out, talk to the nice lady there. I don't know who that is, but I know she's a big wrestling supporter, so we like her.
Well, she's here in the stands too.
Short kick. Keeps getting shorter all the time. Chance for a good field position here.
Kickoff returned by number 17, Trey Kinkle.
All right, so we got the running clock going. We're down to 7 minutes and 15 seconds and running, so we need to make something happen quick. And
1st and 10, Bennington at the
slow that clock down so we get a chance to get back. But
Hand off there to Gansbaum. He's got
Oh,
a
couple
couple yards,
ball
but
there fighting for the ball. Looks like Seward might have it.
Handed off to Gansbaum.
Looked
Yep.
like Seward jumped on her first, and that's officials call it. That's Seward's ball.
Looks like it's recovered by Seward.
it looks like even on turnover, that running clock can keep running.
Yep. Let's check it out. I know the wrestling rules real well. I got those down.
Well, I'd hope
Yeah.
so.
Football, it's, you know, I played football back in my day and enjoyed it quite a bit. Got opportunity to play Bennington a couple times and against Bennington. Got to play in the state championship twice, and so enjoy the sport quite a bit. We looked like we had him stopped there for a second, but he got loose. And again, we need to have better pursuit and gang tackling. These guys are athletic out there. They get in space, and they're tough to bring down.
Yeah, it looks like Myers broke about 5 tackles from 3 different guys. A couple of them had 2 shots at him.
First and 10, Seward at the Bennington 15-yard line.
And that's a first down for them, so they're on the 15-yard line here, ready to getting close to scoring again. There's a big run up the middle. Looks like he's going to break it all the way to the corner there for a score.
It's Reese again.
Touchdown, Bluejays.
About 5:02
Those are 9.
left in the third.
Reese with a 15-yard touchdown run.
All right, that extra point was good. Score is now 56-14. We got 5 minutes and 2 seconds left
Other events
in the
happening in
third
Badger
quarter.
athletics. The Badger volleyball team will play Elkhorn this Thursday, September 20th at home. JV and reserves are at 5:30, with the varsity game following.
Well, Craig, do you bring your good jokes this year?
Volleyball travels to Arlington,
Don't have any good jokes.
September 22nd.
Do I have to carry everything? I had to carry it last year with the good
Also,
jokes.
congratulations to the cross-country teams on their performance in the Bennington Invite. Boys were the team champions and girls were the team runner-up. Individual boys medalists were Caleb Lampy, first place, Keaton Miller, third place.
More scores around the state in Class B. Mount Michael leads Plattsmouth 13-0 with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter there.
And we'll get to the girls'
The Badgers will see Mount Michael to close out the year on October 19th.
That'll be a district game, so that'll be important for state implications.
A good return there again by Jace Miller, up to just shy of the 30.
Jace Miller with the kickoff return.
Clock winding down, about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, with the running clock, it goes fast. This last half of the game. So we need to start putting points on the board quick.
At their own 28-yard line.
Short little run up the middle there.
Connor got about a yard, it looked like.
Did a nice job fighting in there. He
Ball handed
fought off a
to
couple
Deacon O'Connor.
tackles and looked like he might have been short a yard or two, but he's able to get about a yard and a half possibly out of that one, that run. Some tough running, but right now for the Badgers, it's about you know, being tough and resilient and never quitting. You know, sometimes things get out of hand and have an off day. So best thing you could do is never quit.
O'Connor once again on the carry. 3rd down and 9 for Bennington.
More Class B action. Bennington's last opponent, Norris, is down 7-0 to Blair at the end of the 3rd quarter out there.
So it'll be
looks like a late hit. They're going to call a late hit. He took him down out of bounds well after the guys holding the sticks. Definitely started the tackle in bounds, but I think the extra throwdown at the end is what got him. Unnecessary to throw him down that far out of bounds.
So Robert McDowell's still got some moves out there. He's doing the down marker, so he had to get out of the way. But his son Luke, freshman this year, had a nice game yesterday. Some big yardage for the freshman and a big win you mentioned earlier. Haven't got talk yet about the youth movement coming up here in football and really in all sports. That maybe at the break sometime, you know, we'll could mention that. But
sweep there with
nice
Colton
little
Smith.
cut. There you go.
Broke one tackle. Got a first down.
First down there.
Even the sticks just broke the 2-minute mark in the 3rd.
That running clock keeps going even on the first down, so got to line up quick. Right now, obviously the score, it's going to be tough to make any comeback, but again, like I talk about, it's all about right now, it's about pride and no quitting, and you know, that'll carry on later. Very nice little run there for about 6 yards, looks like. 2nd and 4, but still got everything ahead. You know, our district is very, very winnable. Looking at who we got and how they've been playing, I mean, there's going to be some games we're going to have to battle in, and so you need to have that toughness and no quit attitude, and right here's where you learn that. Continue to develop that. Even in a loss, you can develop that no quit attitude, that you get into a battle for a district championship, maybe to go to state. A nice little run for first down, picked up about 12 yards. There's Kinkle on the run.
Kinkle advancing the ball to the Seward 27.
Like I says, no matter what happens, this tough early season schedule will get them ready for the district play and get the state, and then see how far you can go there. I thought the first game they played Scott very well, and obviously Scott's a state champion caliber team, and so who knows what we can do. We got some athletes out there.
McMillan tripped up. That's number 12, Garten.
Looks like that'll be the quarter. Into the quarter, time's running out there, and so
timeout on the field.
Score 56-14 going into the 4th quarter. So anyhow, talking about some of our young kids, I'm real excited about what we got coming up. Specifically talk football right now, since here we're at. Looking at the roster and some of these guys out here, got a lot of young ones that are contributing. On varsity, and obviously the upperclassmen are very important and extremely important right now too. But we do have some sophomores in there helping out, playing a lot, and a very important one, Tyler Claire's sidelined right now with the injury, but the sophomores are pretty good, and take a look at the freshmen. They were undefeated last year in 8th grade, and undefeated right now, beat 2 Class A teams in Elkhorn and Gretna, and you know, and those are big wins, you know, for a freshman class. And it's not only that they are winning, you know, because you can win when you're young. It's what you do when you're juniors and seniors. And what I see these guys, I really like, especially I saw over the last summer. You know, really back to last spring in middle school wrestling, watching those guys and coaching them, and then over the summer, there we go, at the ball.
Little shovel screen up the middle.
Anyhow, what I've seen this summer, really impressed with our younger kids, the work ethic they have and the attitudes they have. You know, I've been around here for a lot of years. And this class could be something special. You know, the freshman class, the sophomores, and even looking into our middle school right now, the 8th graders are undefeated too. So you string together 3 or 4 classes like that, and we got some pressure. Got some pressure to throw downfield, and just almost. Yeah, Seward broke that up in the end zone, but looked like Smith was open for a minute there that he might get it. But anyhow, I think Bennington has an opportunity, and especially in the boys' athletics, for some great teams down the road. You know, and it's not just what they're doing now. It's as far as success. It's what I see in the weight room and the work ethic I see in the wrestling room. And I don't see what the football practices are like, but knowing these guys, I'm assuming the work ethic is great there. That we got some good athletes there. Pass downfield. Yeah, be
Gansbaum throwing it.
Gansbaum. Corrigan was open there, but just a hair short. Gansbaum had to throw on the run, so that's always a tough pass, but he got it there and got down to about the half-yard line. And opportunity here to score for Bennington. We got 10 minutes and 5 seconds and counting down here in the 4th quarter. So hey, that's a touchdown there for Bennington. So that's what we need to see out of Bennington is no quit, no give up, keep fighting, and that pays dividends down the end of the season. And the kick is good, so score is now 56-21. All right, here we go, kicking off again. Gansbaum on the kickoff here. His foot's got to be getting tired too. He's been doing a lot of kicking. The low squib type kick. A little hole there for a second there, but a flag. I didn't see what that was, but
Kickoff was returned by number 6, Carson Core. There's a flag on the play.
didn't see anything out there, but obviously official saw something. Holding.
A holding call.
That'll move Seward back about 10 yards, so they'll start about their 20, maybe 21-yard line.
Looking for their owner. If you're missing a set of keys, claim them here at the press box.
Got 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in the game, and looks like Seward's taking their time to. Oh, someone's missing. Someone forgot to come out. Yeah, less than 5 seconds. They got the ball off in time. Short run up the middle. I can see Seward right now just running the clock out. Looks like they're bringing in
Number 1 nicely on the carry.
their reserves now, and Varshy's going out. Give some valuable time to their underclassmen. There's a pickup of about 7, looks like, yards. So we'll have third down and about 1 yard to go. See if we can get a stop here and get the ball back and try scoring again. Well, they didn't get the first down. So I assume that we'll see a punt out of Seward. In fact, they lost about a yard there, half a yard maybe.
So looks like Seward about to punt.
Yep. Should get the ball in good field position and see if we could get another score.
If you want to reach out to us on Twitter, you can just hit us up at Bennington TV. If you want to hit either of us up individually, it's Al Picorni on Twitter, or if you want to reach out to me, it's Craig
Got a
Picorni.
fumble there. Oh, we had
Almost
a chance to
blocked.
block. It was tipped, but still got a reasonable punt out of it for the tip and the fumble. Had an opportunity there for a quick score, but just missed it.
Clock's winding down. It'll probably be under 6 minutes when the Badger offense gets going again.
First and 10, Bennington at their own 46-yard line.
See Bowen handed off to Kinkle, and he picked up some good yardage there. Looked like he was going to be stopped after about a 4 or 5 yard gain, but then ends up picking up close to 15 yards there for a first down. Nice little run there. Kinkle, another one of those sophomores we're talking about that contributing to the varsity team right now. So option to Connor.
Lost about 5 on that
Yeah,
one.
That one didn't work. But Down to about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, so clock's are moving. See if we can get another score here before the gameme's over. It'd be nice.
Going flushed out of the pocket
Going
there.
nice little pass. Oh,
To
that'll be
Kinkle, but
intercepted
picked off.
there by
It's Myers.
Seward.
I'm sorry, not Myers. That's Stroup. Stroup with the interception.
Let's stop the scoring opportunity for us.
Number 2, Parker Stroop.
Seward will have the ball again with counting down right now to 4 minutes left in the game and clock moving, so I don't know if we'll have a chance to get the ball back even with the clock not stopping unless we call some timeouts or get a turnover. Quarterback's keeping the ball. He's not going to get too much there. Looks like maybe got a yard out of that one.
Ball carried by the quarterback, Myers. Here's the cross-country girls medalist. Kayla Whitman was 4th place. Grace Ketchner,
Talking about
9th.
cross country now. The cross country team had their home invite.
10th.
Brought home a first place team trophy and a second place team trophy. Pretty good
Yep.
showing for our cross country team. It's like about 3 yards on the carry there.
Ball carried by number 24, Novacek.
Novacek's a sophomore.
Tackle made by
For
Sean
Seward.
Sweeney.
So that brings up 3rd and 5 for Seward.
3rd down and
Two and a half.
They're going to, it's 2 down territory for them.
big thank you out
2.5
to members
left
of
to go in
Bennington
the
Volunteer
game.
Fire and Rescue Department for their presence tonight and support of the varsity football games. How about a round of applause?
Real good
for
crowd
them?
out here today. Obviously homecoming day, that always brings a good crowd, plus weather being decent. Oh, looks like there's a lot
800
of flags out there.
I think every official threw a flag on that play.
Brought down
It came in
by
from every direction.
number 71,
Probably all saw the exact same
Eli
thing.
Moore. Flags on the play.
Assuming holding from all that.
From that angle, it's
Yep.
definitely got to be holding if everybody's throwing it. Pretty obvious holding.
A big thank you to the parents and students of the vocal music and band programs for their cleanup.
Marches Seward back,
after the varsity
but that
football
clock
games.
keeps on ticking.
Make sure you
Penalty
do your
probably
part and make their job
Wears
easy
off an extra 30, 40
by
seconds of
helping
the
out
clock.
with the trash in
Yep.
your area.
I don't think it's going to matter at this point, clearly,
Trash
but
containers are located at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, Seward may. Yeah, they'll probably have to run off a couple plays here. But
it's Novacek again on the carry.
stop for no gain, so that brings up 4th and about 13, looks like. We're down to 1 minute left in the game.
Carried once again by number 24, Novacek. Tackle made by Curry. Fourth down for the Bluejays.
Another hand off up the middle for a loss of about a yard or so, but there's only 30 seconds left and counting down, so I don't know if Bennington will even get the ball off again. They'll probably won't even send their guys out there.
Tackled by a host of batters.
Down to 15 seconds, so they're not going to get a play off. Just
And that appears to be the final
yeah,
play
they're
of
not
the
even gonna
baseball
they're
game.
not getting off because they're down to 3 seconds. So here we go. Seward ends up winning 56-21 over the Badgers.
Well, not the outcome we wanted to see tonight on homecoming.
Casey Mimic, please report to the press box. Casey Mimic.
Yeah, sometimes when you have a big win one week over a highly rated opponent, you know, put all you got into that. You know, if you're playing too much on emotion, well, then you end up having a letdown maybe the next week. And we knew Seward was going to be tough coming in, but you know, they look like similar type teams, both with good athletes and on the outside, on the skill positions. And, they just were tough to stop. Couldn't stop them. They made them punt one time and turnover on downs another time at the end of the game.
Next week, the Badgers travel to Roncalli on Friday night.
Roncalli's looking decent. They had a huge win on Thursday night over Ralston. And
yeah,
so,
Ralston rated number 10 this week.
I mean, it was a big win. I don't remember what the score was. I watched it on TV for a while, but I mean, it was something like 50-something to, I don't know what, 20, maybe 30, but those last 2 or 3 touchdowns Ralston scored at the end of the game to make it half decent, but so that won't be an easy one either next week.
Well, we're going to sign off here. Anybody in the Bennington area, if you step outside here in a short bit, you will see some fireworks. Unfortunately, those don't show up well on camera, so we are going to sign off before those fireworks.
We're going to sign off, but we have an interview. We get to interview Johnny here. But one of our 8th grade football players and wrestler and basketball player, so he's got to figure that out here in about a year, what he's going to do, but I know what he should do. But he's busy. His guys are up here filming for the high school team, so it's good to see those young guys helping out. So guess that's it for today then.
Yep, I'm Craig Picorni here with Alan Picorni, signing off for Bennington TV. Once again, the Badgers fall to Seward, 21-56. Good night.